Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone out here. This is another day. We're still in international break. Welcome back to the channel again. My name is Niza, I'm your host for the show. My co-host, Steven. Steven will be joining us here in a second. And as it is going on, lots of news to talk about. We're going to bring you the most captivating Chelsea FC channel where you can hear the latest updates on Chelsea FC news and also some important news surrounding association football and also some other sports and activity. We can talk about tennis this weekend. We saw the champions of champions when you saw the new emerge champion, a 19-year-old Coco Golfi, also winning his head fairs. I think her first major competition, I think the US Open in New York, he just won that competition. The first time he beat Serena Williams, people were thinking, can you go on and win it? Or he can go on and become one of the greatest. But yes, she did win over Zabalenka. I'm sure Zabalenka. Yeah, Zabalenka, that's the name. And also over the weekends, we saw the legends return. Stamford Bridge. So yeah, there's a lot of news that we're gonna get into today. Former Chelsea chief Marina Granovskaia back at Stamford Bridge. She witnessed the game. She was invited, but not as special guest. And also Chelsea legend beat Real Madrid legend 4-0. If you guys remember the first Champions League trophy that Chelsea won at Munich at their own backyard. Chelsea won that trophy. So lots of the players that played in that competition were on the field. I watch it. Some of the highlights. Couldn't get a chance to watch the whole game, but I watched some highlights, and it was a very, very impressive game. Kepa Arrizabalaga unlikely to make another appearance for Chelsea again, meaning he's never going to see. We never ever going to see Arrizabalaga wearing Chelsea jersey and playing for Chelsea again if things doesn't go well for him. And also Real Madrid eyeing a move for 21-year-old and Maatsen. Why is Chelsea Real Madrid targeting Maatsen? I will let you guys know as the stream goes on. By the way, before we continue, let me see what we have here. Let me acknowledge your friends and viewers of Blue Clouds Media platform. Big up to you, Phantom of many topics, as he's already here commenting. So Phantom, I'll get back to your comments in a minute. But before we get in there, Mr. Steven, bonjour, sir.
You're right.
Yes, I'm all right as usual. How was your weekend and how you doing today?
Boiling hot.
Very
Sounds
hot.
I can give you.
I
Yeah.
wish I could give you some of my weather. It's very, very beautiful over here. I would say it's chilly. 60 degrees over here. And the highest it gets is 80 degrees, 90 degrees. I want you to take it that way. I know you guys, it's the way it's been measured. It goes down like 20 and 23 in that matter. We over here, when it gets to that stage, it means it's freezing. 20 degrees is freezing out here. So if you have
60, you do Fahrenheit, innit? 60
yeah,
Fahrenheit is 15
60 Fahrenheit.
degrees.
Yeah. So it's very nice. It's raining though. It's raining right now outside, but the weather is a bit chilly, which it's okay. I wouldn't stress myself because we're getting to the later end of summer, and very soon fall will be coming in. So we're gonna see all the leaves will be falling down and everything. So Steven, over the weekend, lots of activities. Novak Djokovic, 24 titles all over. Right now, he is the ultimate, the number one in terms of the award that has been won, trophies that have been won, Wimbledon, Grand Slam, everything he won, 24 of them. And also, we saw the outstanding performance from a young, talented girl, an American called Coco Golfi, winning her first major US Open. Let's talk a little bit about that, then we could get into the football, Stephen.
I can't say anything. I wasn't able to watch it, so I've actually got no comments. I don't know how well anyone played because I wasn't able to catch it, unfortunately. All I know is obviously I think Djokovic matches the record now with 24 Grand Slam victories, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a lady, I think a woman who was leading. I forgot her name. She was the one all-time leader right now. So Djokovic, since Djokovic is still playing, she emerges as the leading with the 24. They're both on 24. Woman 24 and Djokovic also 24. But with the men, he's far ahead of all of them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Didn't actually know that. I just saw something about he'd tied some sort of record or something.
Yeah, I mean, he tied the same number of win with the lead. I don't know if I can go back right now and get that information. The same record, the same point, 24-24. But because she has retired 50 years ago, we cannot put her name in the list at this now as we talk. So Djokovic, who is still playing, emerges as the all time because he's still playing, has a chance to win other trophies again. So definitely he will he will win more. So in that manner. So Steven, so that's what went on in the weekend. We saw some qualifiers England against Ukraine. Also, if Steven want to touch bases on England Ukraine during the weekend.
Um, to put it simply, Southgate. That's the
Southgate.
simplest way I can put it. Southgate. How long have I been telling you this guy isn't the man for the job? How long? Basically, since about the time we started speaking, right?
Right.
Exactly. Do you see why now?
See, I understand. I understand that some of the call up were not right, but in the most important thing is the results. England need just a result to be able to make it through the qualification. I think we are taking a lot away from the Ukrainian. The media is taking a lot away from the Ukrainian. On the day, Stephen, would you say that Ukrainian performed very well? Did they play very well that they deserve to lose that game, or do you think that they deserve to get a draw? Considering England
I
going
don't think
away.
they played bad at all. I don't think they played bad at all. I just think that if we're being honest, England should have been better than what they were, and England therefore should have been able to win the game. That's my personal view on it. Is that we should have been better, but we weren't because of Southgate. Yeah,
Right.
and on the day we weren't. We weren't to the level that you would expect England to be. That's the issue. But again, like shout out Ukraine, played very well, but England should have played better, and we should have got the result, but we didn't because certain players were taken off and certain players stayed on when they shouldn't have because our manager is a clown. But that's probably where I'm going to leave it because otherwise I would turn it into a whole rant about Southgate.
Understandable, Stan. Thank you very much. I want to love you. Phantom of Minute Topics. He has a question here. It says Dallas Cowboy 40, New
No,
York
that's not a
Giants.
question. That's the result of the Cowboys game last night.
Yeah, I was watching that game. I was like, what the hell is going on here? There's so many mistakes and what's going on in the game. And also, Phantom's a fit to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Phantom, for liking the video. And also, the wait will be over after 27 years old. 27 years, Dallas is on the way to the Super Bowl. Let's see how
It's
that
been one
goes.
game. It's been one game. Don't get ahead of yourself. It's been one game.
Right now, my mind is on American football. I watch a lot of American football over the
It's
weekend. Also,
international break anyway. Why not?
there's not much to watch, so I want to concentrate on American football. Kepa has a right to not feel like Chelsea is worthy anymore. What right does he have? Chelsea owns him. It's Chelsea's property, and we give you on loan. If we don't like you, we could have kept you on the bench and be training with the academy team. But then I think he deserved a loan move, and Chelsea has given him a loan move. But there's so many things coming out from Kepa, which I think he's trying to follow another suit of what is his name again? The Belgium snake, which is Courtois, and
Courtois.
also following certain things that Lukaku did when he was with Chelsea. So that's not good. That's not good if he wants to have a very good legacy with Chelsea Football Club. I love Kepa and I respect Kepa so much, but the things that are coming, if he doesn't take care, I'm gonna take all that respect that I have for him because Steven knows I love Kepa and I respect him so much. But then he has to be careful. He has to be careful. Phantom of many topics. Steven, why did the Patriots sign Dallas reject Ezekiel Elliott? That is equal to Arsenal attacking Havertz from Chelsea. Oh my goodness. Taking Havertz from Chelsea coming from Phantom of many topic. Hans Flick was fired. Nagelsmann to take over for Germany, coming from Phantom of many topic. Hello, my brother. Hello, Melissa Ann from Facebook. Thank you very much for joining us here. Week 2, Detroit Lions at El Seattle Seahawks. Yes, Detroit plus. We'll see how that's gonna work for Detroit. Let's continue our momentum. Big up to you, Johnny. Johnny. He said, "Greetings, everyone. Greetings to you, Johnny. I hope you're doing very, very well, guys. Do me a favor. Let's. We already. I think we're around 8 likes, but we can make it to at least 20 likes if you guys do not forget to like the video when it come on, and also share the video for the platform. It's very, very important. Steven, do we move on to the Legends game? Chelsea 4, Real Madrid Legend 0. What was the whole atmosphere like? Bayern Munich Legend 0. What was the atmosphere like, Steven, on this game? I've seen a lot of pictures, which I'm going to share with you guys. But yeah, take us through some of the action, Steven, in London.
Yeah, I was tempted to go. In the end, I didn't. But yeah, it seems like everyone had a good time. I saw a lot of people saying it's the first time I've actually enjoyed watching any Chelsea team for a while. I feel that's kind of harsh, to be honest. But at the same time, if they meant by a while the last like 12 months, then sure, I get that. But I didn't see anyone specify what they meant, so I'm skeptical to what they actually meant. But no, I enjoyed it. I got the pay-per-view for it because I really wanted to watch it. You know, you got players like Zola, who I never got to watch when I was growing up because of like when he was playing for us, I wasn't old enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think he was still playing for us into the 2000s, but I was born 99, so.
Yeah, very, very young. You have to consider maybe 5 more years before you can really know what you're watching. From 99, 2000.
My first sort of memories were around Jose's first season to second season. So yeah, I missed the Zola
so
stuff.
You didn't watch much.
I got to see Hazard, so got that at least.
Oh, so you didn't see much of the Dutch legend. I said Gullit, right? Ruud Gullit.
Ruud Gullit? No, yeah,
never. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to see much of his game. I got to see what's his name again? Gianluca. I got to see some games from Gianluca. I saw Frank Leboeuf also play. Marcel Desailly, watch Marcel Desailly played. I also watched Zola. Actually, Zola Tour de Flo, right? Tour de Flo is right there. That's who he is. So yeah, good striker on his days. You know, good days. Watching this lanky, tall striker running around and banging the goals left, right, center. Then that's my man over there, Frank Leboeuf from ESPN. I love this man. I love his analysis and stuff like that. I listen from him. You know, he's very, very controversial sometimes, but you gotta listen. He's a legend. He's played the game before, and he can tell. Only if Chelsea would listen to him, sometimes things will go right. Remember, he said that Chelsea could have signed Amrabat instead of Moses Caicedo. What do you make of that?
Like I said when you mentioned this the other day, and I'll say it again now, it's a bit too soon. One's not played, if memory serves correct, and the other's played, 3-4 games? It's a bit soon to go. They should have signed this one instead.
Yeah,
let's look at it like end of the season. Who's been better? That's what I say. That would be fair judgment.
Yeah, I want to love you. Big up to you. Joining us. She said, hello, New Zion. And to everyone joining. Lions are playing again this Sunday. Do you plan to watch? Absolutely, definitely. I will sit down I will get ready for it, get some popcorn and maybe some beer, sit down and watch that game and hope Lions win for me. Phantom said the Dallas Cowboys vs Detroit Lions will play each in the NFL Championship 1991 rematch. Let's see what happened. Lions will win it. Yeah, Lions will win everything. Whoever play against Lions will lose. So that's my prediction. Check it
Not
over,
exactly how it works, but
okay. That's how it works for me. That's how it works for me. All right, that is Chelsea's comment guy from ESPN. Yeah. Comment. That's Frank Leboeuf. Frank Leboeuf, very good defender in these days. Frank Leboeuf. Lions versus Seahawks. I can't wait to watch it. All right, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more on the game? More on the game on Sunday, the Legends game. Players that you saw. Let's give us some of the highlights on Michael Essien goal, John Terry's goal. If I know you've seen more of it, you watch it live. I didn't watch it live. I watched some of the highlights, and I saw the build up from John Terry's one, where he gave it to Floyd Maluda on the left hand side. Maluda cut in. He gave a nice pass into the 18, but luckily John Terry was right there, and I think he used his left leg to knock it in. What do you make of that from Terry? Do you think we can get him playing again? At least maybe do a job for 20, 30 minutes.
Bro, a couple of these players can play for us now. Some of them have only just retired. So
I think Mikel can play. Ramirez, no. Ramirez is too big.
Mikel retired 12 months ago. He looks like he can still do a job as well.
Michael Essien, no. I won't give Michael Essien a chance. He's put on too much weight. Ramirez is retired for a long time.
Have you seen the pictures and that of how much he was sweating at half time? His shirt was completely soaked. I know it was hot as well, but compared to some of the other players, his top was completely drenched. I was like, oh my days. Mad. Nice header though for his goal.
Yeah. I mean, it's a trademark. I've seen that goal, I think 3 times before. One against Nigeria in the CAN 2008 African Cup of Nations against Nigeria. And then the other one, I think it was at Stamford Bridge. And one, I think I've seen another one, the Champions League. Then the one that he just repeated this Saturday, right, Stephen? It was Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a question for you whilst we're on Essien, right?
Right.
I'll say 2 because there's quite a few good ones to pick from. What are your 2 favourite Essien goals for Chelsea?
You can't. One, my favorite one is.
It doesn't have to be in order. Just your 2 favourite.
My 2 favorite is the volley. My second one was the one against Arsenal.
The volley being Barca?
Yeah, the volley against Barcelona.
It's got to be them 2, right? It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be that one. Look at the way of manner how he volleyed the ball, and it's not just the ball going to the back of the net. It's like the bounce, the rebounds. It hit the crossbar, and then it hit the goal line, and then went in the back of the net.
I remember being there for the Arsenal game where he hit that for the equaliser. Oh my days, that was insane.
7-1. Also, you have to remember.
Do you know what they were saying about the Arsenal one on commentary as well the other day, right?
Yeah.
They said, I can even tell you that Matteo Flamini scored the goal for Arsenal. It's the weird things you remember.
Matteo Flamini. I know him. I know that Matteo Flamini. But what goal did he score for Arsenal?
No, he's in the game where Essien scored the one that curved back in very late.
Yeah.
Flamini scored to make it 1-0, and the Essien goal was the equaliser. But that was when Chelsea were on their long run of not losing at home. You know, we had that run that extended multiple years. It was during that time.
Great. So yeah, those are my two. Was it
Yeah,
all?
they have to be the two. They have to be the two.
Yeah,
They were gonna
those
be
are my
my
two.
two as well.
Those are my two. There was one that I can also remember for the national team, but I think these two stands that I mean that goal was a goal that kicked Nigeria out of the national 2008 African Cup of Nation. It was one decisive goal from Essien. But then I think these two outstanding. They are outstanding goals from Essien. Is there any other
They
one you
were
want to
incredible.
ask?
Not really. No, it was just the fact that we were on Essien at the time, but it made me laugh because obviously when we were counter attacking, obviously all the younger guys obviously went up. So you had Cahill, John Terry, like all the youngsters just sprinting up. So Cahill ended up with a goal as well on the counter. But oh my god, the Zola scoop. That was lovely. The Zola scoop that ended up with the Cahill goal.
Yeah, it was a nice goal. And also Phantom of many topics. Latvia out for 6 weeks. We basically purchased an injured player, like we did with Mr. Ziyech coming from
We
Phantom
didn't.
of many topic.
We didn't do that. Make sure you get it factually accurate, please, Phantom. He was in training, and the reports are that somebody tackled him and he got injured. So someone did a challenge and he got injured. He didn't just pull up injured. Someone done a tackle in training, caught him, and he got injured. So we haven't purchased an injured player. He was working on his fitness because his season preparation had been interrupted because of the whole transfer saga with Liverpool, and then we came in, and then he joined us and all this. So he didn't really have consistency for his preparation for the season. So we were working on his fitness. Then he's got into team training, and then during his international break, someone's done a tackle in training and injured him. So we haven't bought an injured player.
So Phantom of many topic, get your fat right. They say get your fat right. We'd never get an injured player. Yeah, I remember Lavia. Lavia was injured before Chelsea bought him, but it wasn't.
No, it was his fitness. It was
fitness. I thought it was his injury. So it was his fitness. He wasn't injured when Chelsea bought him, but he just got injured during training section. He'll be out for 6 weeks. Not that bad. Let's see if we can have a replacement for him. We know Gallagher is still there. I don't
We
trust
got another
Gallagher.
international break next month anyway. I think it's next month. It's either
Again?
next month. I think it's next month. It's either next month or November. I can't remember. Hang on. I'll quickly check. England international. Right, here we go. England football. Okay, so we've got the game against Scotland. Yeah, next month.
Next month.
We're playing. Well, when I say we, I obviously mean England. I've got Australia and Italy next month.
All right. So there we are.
And then
guys.
there's another one in November. So we've got 2 more international breaks before the new year. Because of, don't forget, the Euros is next summer, isn't it? So they got to complete all the qualifying. There's still like 3 or 4 qualification matches. So that's why there's an international break next month and then in November as well.
Oh boy. So yes, we'll be talking about international. I don't really like that much mini international, but it's very good for Chelsea right now. Mauricio Pochettino can have time to work with these young players, those that are not being called up for national team. He can still get a chance to be able to work with these players. Stephen, we can talk about former Chelsea chief Marina Granovskaia back at Stamford Bridge during the Chelsea legend and the Bayern Munich legend for that took place on Saturday. We could talk about him alone, and during his time, I always want to give him credit. He did good and he did bad. But I always want to dwell and talk about the good things that he did for Chelsea during his time at Stamford Bridge. He did very, very well under his time with Roman Abramovich. He moved to, Marina Granovskaia moved to Stamford Bridge, I think, in 2003. Not too long when Roman Abramovich moved to, bought the football club. He moved there, and during those two, when they were working, they've won almost everything you can. They've won Super Cup, and they were able to win Super
They have
Cup.
won everything. We won everything under Roman.
Yeah,
The
we
only
won
thing that was
everything
missing
under
was the
Roman.
Club
Everything
World
you
Cup,
can
and then
talk
we
about.
won that, and then about a week later, he was under sanction.
Right. So yeah, we won everything under Roman Abramovich before Todd Bowley took over. Under Todd Bowley, we haven't won a dime, nothing yet. But I know everything it comes with time. So Marina Granovskaia really deserve all the credit, and Roman Abramovich what the two did for Chelsea during their time at the bridge. So yeah, she was there, but not as invited guest. Stephen, why was not the special guest of honor? Why was she not being the special guest of honor? Guys, if you're just joining us, do not forget to put a like on the video and also share a video for us. Like the video and also get in the comment section below. Let us make what you saw or what you make of the game, the Legends game between Chelsea and the Bayern Munich game on Saturday. And also Marina Granovskaia retained was right there. And also Kepa Arrizabalaga, whatever is going on with Kepa Arrizabalaga situation, let us know what's your take on that. And also Real Madrid eyeing a move for 21-year-old Maatsen if they can get the Bayern Munich player. And I'll tell you what the Bayern Munich player it is. So, Steven, Marina Granovskaia, why was she not presented as a special guest?
Probably because they want nothing to do with the old ownership and all the politics that come with it, to be honest. But at the same time, don't forget some of the deals she done were dreadful. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I said. She
she's
did a very, very dreadful deals and also did very, very good in terms of negotiation.
like, she's not the one identifying talent, but she's the one giving the contracts and stuff, yeah? Look at Lukaku. Look at Malang Sarr, I think's on over 100 grand a week. Like, some of these players, and that's just in the last, like, 2 years, 3 years. And that's just two examples. There'll be a whole list. I just can't be bothered to make one and go through it.
Just a few Just a few of these players. I know there's a lot of deals that went wrong, but just a couple of them. We can touch bases on them.
Bakayoko, Malang Sarr, Lukaku.
Oh, yeah. Bakayoko, yeah.
Yeah. Kepa. What are we at now? 4?
Yeah.
4 or 5? I won't say Pulisic because he was just really unfortunate with injuries. And
Kepa, very expensive. Kepa was way too expensive.
Kepa's the most expensive goalkeeper in the world. Lukaku, the most expensive forward, I think. No, he isn't because of Kane. No, wait, no. No, he might be.
No, Haaland. It's Haaland. It can be him.
No, on transfer fees. On transfer fees.
Oh, on transfer, okay.
No, because Kane went for £100 million, didn't he? So actually, it's Kane. Because Lukaku,
yeah, Lukaku went for 97.
95 and 97.
95
so
97, yeah.
He was the highest. He's the club highest. Let's put it that way.
So Kepa, bad dealings, bad signing. Bakayoko, wrong signing for, was it 35 million from Monaco to Chelsea? It never worked out.
Like that.
And also, Stevie, you didn't mention this.
Right?
Stevie, you didn't mention this. What's his name? The Ghanaian international who plays for left back.
Oh, Baba Rahman.
Baba Rahman, one of them.
This is what I'm saying. There's quite a few. But I say Malang Sarr, okay, he was a free, but he's on like 120 grand a week and he ain't worth that.
Yeah.
So on like 100 to 120 grand a week, he ain't worth that.
Lots of academy players that we've brought in
we haven't managed to shift him yet either, don't forget. He's still here at the moment.
Who?
Malang Sarr.
Malang Sarr is still here. We haven't shipped him out yet. But look at all these players that we spend so much money on. Academy players, Alex, so many players that we couldn't get them. We couldn't get them to play for the club. They went on loan over loan and loan and loan, and it never worked well. So yes, he done some good deals. He was the brain behind Eden Hazard move negotiation to Real Madrid, and Chelsea sold Hazard for 85 million, right? And then we were able to even get 30 million back when Hazard won the Champions League with Real
Mm-hmm.
Madrid. So
And we
with
got
that
money
one,
when he won La Liga as well.
yeah. So with that one, to be honest with you, she did a very, very good job in that negotiation. Very, very good job. And also Igola Conte, bringing Igola Conte for Leicester City, also very good job. Another bad job is that she did was also bringing in Daniel Drinkwater. Very, very bad. If you
Oh,
guys don't
jeez.
remember,
Don't
Daniel
even go there.
Drinkwater. Yeah, I talked about Daniel Drinkwater yesterday, so that's why I have that name in my head right now.
Oh, man. Honestly.
Drinkwater, what a bad player did Chelsea bring in? How many games did he even play? And he was so bad. You could tell that Drinkwater performance was all highlighted because of Igola Conte. It's just like Igola Conte without Paul Pogba in the French national team. It was the same thing. Igola Conte in the pivot with Daniel Drinkwater. Those two players. When those two players play, they play very well because Igola Conte does all the dirty job for Drinkwater. Igola Conte does all the dirty job for Paul Pogba. And we all know when there's no Paul Pogba in the Manchester United team, Paul Pogba struggles because no one does all that dirty job for him because he cannot do it. He's not that kind of a workaholic of a player. He is more of a luxurious player, just like maybe a Bruno Fernandes or maybe a Jadon Sancho or maybe some other player that I don't want to mention his name. Luxurious players, a Kai Havertz. It's not a player that can really change the game. Players that can tackle. They want to sweat their butt entire 90 minutes to kill themselves for the game. That is not what Pogba is.
Mm-hmm.
But then Igola Conte make him look so good. Igola Conte make Daniel Drinkwater so good. So I'll say that deal also Igola Conte. I mean, Daniel Drinkwater to Chelsea was a bad dealing for Marina Granovskaia. So that's just by
Put
the
it
way we
this way,
talk
right?
about Marina Granovskaia. Go ahead, Steven.
We spent 300 million on Lukaku, Havertz, Pulisic, Werner, Ziyech.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, we spent 300 million on Lukaku, Havertz, Pulisic, Werner, and Ziyech when Marina Granovskaia was doing negotiations.
That's a heck of a lot of money.
Sorry,
that's a heck of a lot of money. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot of money. That's a lot. All right, guys. If you're watching, do not forget to send your comments in, and I'll take my time to read a comment. And if you have any question regarding the Chelsea dealings, the work that Marina Granovskaia did under Roman Abramovich, if you have any question, that's what we're talking about right now. If you have any question regarding that, do me a favor, send them in. We can read about it and also have our opinion and share our views on those questions and comments. Tuchel wasted preseason time with Drinkwater. But then after that, Tuchel. You said Tuchel?
Yeah.
He did Drinkwater play under Tuchel?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think Drinkwater faded out under under the then manager. What's his name again? The Italian manager who just left. Yeah, I think he left. He was faded out within that time before even Thomas Tuchel came in, and he was having those issues off the field issue, drinking and then holding other people's girlfriends during bars and all that kind of stuff. I think that was very awful from a professional player like Daniel Drinkwater. It was very, very, very bad situation. So I wouldn't say he was being wasted under Thomas Tuchel. Preseason came off loan. I'm not so sure what Phantom is saying. Phantom, I don't get this. If you have a minute, I'll send a link in there.
Remember.
We are approaching 5 more minutes time. I'll just send a link in there. So anyone that is there watching us who wants to come on and have a say. Phantom, if you're free and your phone is not overheating, you can join us over here. Tuchel had Drinkwater in preseason September 21. Okay. Probably after he's been on so many loans, trying to relaunch his career again, and still did not work for him. It still did not work for him, Stephen. Stephen,
It was
anything
a
more you want to
silly
say?
signing. No, got nothing else.
All right. So if Stephen don't have anything more regards to that topic, then we're gonna move on from there and go to the next one, which is Stephen Kepa Arrizabalaga. Arrizabalaga unlikely to make another appearance for Chelsea Football Club. So many comments are coming from Kepa. What's your take on this, Arrizabalaga?
Hallelujah gets out of my club. That's the simple way of putting it. I don't want him anywhere near Chelsea. He can go.
Why is that?
Well, he didn't exactly do well for us last season, and then he's saying, for me personally, it was a good season. Well, no, it wasn't. No one had a good season last year. Maybe Enzo and Tiago, and that was about it. And that's telling because Enzo came in January. And I think he actually got the runner-up for player of the season. He came in January, got the runner-up for player of the season. Do you know how mad that is? That's how bad our team was. He's fully, but to come in January, be here for 4 months, 5 months, 4 months. He came in end of January. And be runner-up for player of the season. Is actually insane. I'm just looking at Phantom's comments. Kepa is pretty good, but not that good. He's no worse than Leno or Rodak. Mate, respectfully, I don't care about people like Leno because Leno ain't at my club.
Leno is not even playing on the top level. I mean, he's playing the top level in terms of league, but not with Arsenal.
He's not at Arsenal. He's at Fulham.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not at Arsenal at this moment. So we don't even have to bring Lennon into the picture. Drinkwater featured in 3 preseason games in September 21. Thank you very much, Phantom, for the stats and then the information. Kepa is pretty good, but not that good.
That's right, I just read that one and the next one.
Kepa is no worse than Leno or Rodak. Who's Rodak? I'm not so sure of that player, of that goalkeeper. You know Rodak.
It's another Fulham goalkeeper.
Okay. So yes, what do you make of Solomon Kalou, Steven? He played yesterday. You think he can still do a job? Yes, Saturday. He can still do a job as number 9.
Not sure. I don't remember seeing much of him, to be honest.
He did. Solomon Kalou scored lots of goals, and he has the patience.
I meant on Saturday. I didn't see much of it.
Okay.
There was a lot of John Terry, Gary Cahill, Essien. Saw quite a bit of. Who else?
How was the fitness level of Gary Cahill? I saw Gary Cahill play.
Gary Cahill, like Mikel, only retired last year.
Yeah,
actually,
Gary Cahill was still in the Champions League.
Last year.
In the Championship.
I think he only retired in the last 6 months. I think anyway. But don't forget he was also out on pre-season with Chelsea because he was an ambassador. So he saw all the young players training. He might even joined in 1 or 2 sessions as well. Who knows?
No, yeah, he did. Cause I saw him jogging and training with the kids up and down. I was like, this guy can still do
he was in the ambassador role. Yeah, out in America for Chelsea during pre-season.
Yeah, I took a picture with Gary Cahill and I was like, man, this guy can still do a job for Chelsea. He can still do a job. The only thing is if he's having his defensive awareness, he's okay. If those true pass doesn't come in, if it's being played with the young players that can do the running for him and he just stay behind and then cover up, he can do it. He can do a job because the reason why I like Gary Cahill, look, Gary Cahill, John Terry, Alex, who else again? They are these David 3 or 4. David Luiz. Yeah, David Luiz. It got to a point at Chelsea, you can barely put the ball in Chelsea's net.
Right,
Every
in
cross, every
Munich,
shot, they'll block it. They'll dive. They just use their body to block all those balls.
yeah, it's
And
mad.
that's something I love about these
You
defenders.
know in Munich though,
Yeah.
in Munich, our two centre backs had two hamstrings between the two of them. They both had an injured hamstring going into the game. So between them, they had two hamstrings.
Yeah, I remember a lot of them were not fully fit. Defense, we have a May captain
That's what I'm
suspended.
saying. Literally, David Luiz and Cahill both had hamstring injuries and were both playing with hamstring injuries in the final, and yet they still played amazing.
I think we were really destined to win that trophy, Steven. We were destined to win that trophy. If we hadn't win it, then I don't know. Just look at the smiling face from Ryan Bertrand to add up to the numbers. Big man John Terry. I didn't
Bro,
say
his
Lampard.
Champions League debut was in Munich.
I didn't say Lampard.
No, Lampard wasn't in it.
Why was Lampard not there?
I don't know.
So that's another picture of Ramirez over there. Ramirez having fun. He's put up a lot of weight. Ram Bertrand, Gary Cahill, big player. Then this guy was a goalkeeper, isn't he? And then Gallas, and he was a goalkeeper.
Pedicini.
Yeah, Paolo
He's
Pedicini.
still at
Yeah,
Chelsea.
Pedicini is still at Chelsea.
I think he works with the academy players out on loan.
Yeah, he's still scouting and then monitoring the loan players.
He monitors all the loan players. He's one of the ones with that role.
Right. So nice one from Galaxy over there. Then who else do they have? Oh, big Michael Essien, the Bison they call him. If you haven't seen the size of the Bison, if you don't know what the Bison is, go check it out. Bison, it looks like maybe I'll say a wild cow or something, like a big old beast, very huge. I'm telling you, if you can drive a Ram 5500, whatever you're driving, go run that animal up, and your car is not going to be the same car again. If you're not careful, that is a huge beast animal. So if that animal is being named after this guy named himself after that animal, then you have to know the kind of a player he was in these days. I remember during the under 17 semifinals against Brazil, he played at that team. That was a team that I think Ronaldinho was in the team, Kaká was in that team. And other Brazilians were in that team. Michael Essien played with those players. I think he played with. It was the same team that I think the same competition where Michael Ballack was in there also for Germany. So yeah, Michael Essien have been through the ranks, the under 17, the under 20, 23s, to the senior national team, and he's seen it all. He's done it. He went to St. Augustine's high school in the Cape Coast Central region. So I know much about Michael Essien very, very well in his days in the youth competitions and high school competitions and up to now. So yeah, he's done it. He's done it all. The Bison have done it all. So good. It was very, very good they have this competition. We haven't been seeing much of the legends playing this competition, but it was very, very good seeing this competition. Came on in memory of Gianluca Vialli, I think a manager and a player manager in his days. So that is just by the way. So thank each and every one of you that is watching us here. Whether you're watching us on Facebook, we say thank you very much for liking the video. Gulam Mustafa, thank you. And then Melissa Ann, also thank you for watching us. Blue Clouds Media on Facebook. And of all our friends on YouTube, we want to say thank you also joining us here. Do not forget, guys, let's see if we can make it maybe 15 to 20 likes by the end of the stream. Thank you for being here and spending time with us. Share your comments, send your comments in, and like I said, you don't have to pay a dime for me to read your comments for you. If you have any questions, send them in and we will talk about it and give you our fair view of your question. Stephen, we got one more to tackle before we leave this seat or we leave the stream. Chelsea again. Real Madrid eyeing a move for 21 years old El Maatsen. Steven, Real Madrid are looking for replacement Alaba. They want to replace Alaba at this moment in time, and they're looking at the Canadian left back for Bayern Munich, Davison
Alphonso Davies.
Alfonso Davies. So if they don't get Alfonso Davies, they're looking at the young, talented Maatsen at Chelsea. What's your take on that? Would you want to see Maatsen leave if he doesn't renew his contract with Chelsea? And what's the situation going on right
If he
now?
doesn't renew, then he has to leave. But ideally, he renews, he stays, and we end up selling Cucurella. Ideally.
So you always go for Maatsen over Cucurella all day long?
Yeah. All day. Easy. No doubt. Always going Maatsen over Cucurella.
I did see great performance from Maatsen during preseason, and I've always said, what is taking too long for Mauricio Pochettino to get his tactics right? And Steven,
the only
guys,
thing I would say is I'm not saying silly amount of muscle, which is essentially what Reece did, but he does need to put on a bit of muscle. That's about the only thing.
Maatsen.
Yeah, he does need to put on a little bit of muscle, Maatsen. But only a little bit, not anything silly like what Reece has ended up doing. But he definitely needs a little bit, because at the moment, I feel like he tends to struggle with some of the 50-50 challenges in terms of when you're going shoulder to shoulder with someone and stuff like that. I feel like he struggles with that at the moment. So if he puts on a little bit of muscle, it'll help him. But yeah, don't do silly amount. Just do a little bit. Just bulk up a small bit so that he can compete in those shoulder to shoulders.
So Steven said that he wants to see Maatsen put on a little bit of weight so that can help him physically manage the physical nature of the Premier League. And what about Cucurella? He's not too small.
Sell. Sell
Cucurella.
Sell him now. The Turkey window's still open. Turkish clubs want to come and get make Cucurella from Spain.
Phantom, thank you very much for your comment. He said, I look at the schedule. Dallas plays New England on October 1st, and Dallas plays Detroit on December 30th. Prepare yourself. All right, I will. Thank you very much, Phantom, for the schedule. I will put down those. I'll put it in my calendar so I won't miss it. I will get ready for all those games.
Given
Phantom.
One thing I will quickly say, given that Phantom's mentioned it,
yeah,
don't underestimate my team, the Patriots, because okay, we lost yesterday, but it was a close game, and our quarterback actually played well. He was unlucky. There was the interception was tipped off our receiver, and lots of drops. We actually looked really good, especially our defense.
Patriots, they're dead. Forget about Patriots. They're dead.
We ain't dead.
They're dead.
We're coming.
They're falling apart.
We're coming.
The Patrons have really fallen apart. I don't know about. There's no Tom Brady anymore. Tom Brady or Brady, whatever his name is. It's not there anymore. Forget about it. Brady.
They did a Tom Brady appreciation day yesterday. His family, some of his former teammates, they were all there to like celebrate him and stuff like that. And normally, the Patriots normally have a 4 or 5 year 4 or 5 period before you can go into the Teams Hall of Fame, right? Because you've got Team Hall of Fame, then you've got the NFL Hall of Fame, 2 different things. But because it's Tom Brady, they waived it, so he's going into it next year. But what they've done was, because of he won 6 rings with us and he was number 12.
Yeah.
By the way America does their dates, it's 6/12/24 because it's June, so 6th month, 12th day. So obviously he's number 12, and then next summer.
Obviously he's number 12 next summer. Let's invite our
he is number 12. He was number 12, but that's why they're doing it. They're doing it on the 12th because he's number 12 of the 6th. So June rather, not July. Because he won 6 rings with the team, and then they're doing it next summer because they waived the period for him because it's Tom Brady. You got to.
Yeah, I got it now. It's Tom because it's Tom Brady. Let me introduce my big brother here, Phantom of all nations. Phantom of any topic.
Hello, Stephen. I know your team pretty well because even though I am a novice at Premier League and so forth, I've been watching the NFL since 1977. I've never had another team in the NFL other than the Dallas Cowboys. I started watching the Dallas Cowboys when I was 5 years old. As you are passionate about Chelsea, I am passionate about the Dallas Cowboys. Even in last place, we do not switch teams in the NFL because that is our real sport. And that's why when I went to soccer, I started trophy hunting. It's because I've been waiting for a Super Bowl for 27 years. You said you haven't even been alive for 27 years. I remember the last time we won a Super Bowl, which is in January or February of 1996, which is the 95 season. I was going like, this is too easy. And then I didn't know that I'd have to wait at least 27 more years for another title. So, but no, your Patriots. Have you ever heard of a quarterback named Steve Grogan?
No, I haven't.
No, okay. He was your quarterback when you played the Bears in 1985 Super Bowl. You
Bro, I
do
was
realize
born in
that
99. I ain't gonna recognize a name from 85
yeah,
unless
no,
talked about a lot.
the 97 or 98 Super Bowl was 97 Super Bowl. That was a different quarterback, but Steve Grogan was your quarterback back then, and I actually met him in person. So no, I mean NFL is like more of my passion than I mean this is the soccer thing was just because my Dallas sucked so many years. We were kind of like Arsenal, Dallas Cowboys are always giving everybody a history lesson about how great we used to be.
Right.
But your Patriots are more like Chelsea. Everything that you've earned is basically from the 21st century. Whereas Arsenal, everything that they've done is completely from the 20th century. And same with the Lions. I mean, the Lions were a powerhouse team in the 1950s, right?
Right.
They're in Nizan. Yeah, they were a big, really powerhouse team in the 1950s, but hasn't done much since. So, but I'm glad that all of our teams are kind of strong this year. And one of the most annoying fan bases in the world is the Dallas Cowboys when we are on top. And beating the New York Giants, who were in the playoffs last year, 40-0 at their home on opening day. My God, you will see Dallas Cowboy fans come out of the woodwork and become the most annoying fan base again.
Do you know what the jokes thing about that is, though?
Huh?
Didn't they literally just give Daniel Jones like $160 million extension as well?
You know what? Daniel Jones was the best available quarterback in that draft, but that was, but that was kind of like a crappy year.
Bro's not been at it. He had like one good season, and then they've offered him $160 million extension.
Right. So, well, your guy Mac Jones, he played for, was it Alabama?
Yeah. So
yeah. So,
but the Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. And
who I wanted, who I am on record. I am on record saying that I wanted Jalen Hurts. We picked a safety in the draft instead of Jalen Hurts, and I was going like, Jalen Hurts is available, and we didn't take him. We didn't take. I think the pick was. I think Jalen Hurts. We had the 18th pick, and the Eagles had the 19th pick or something that year. Yeah. So. No, I'm saying that Dallas could have had Jalen Hurts, and I am on record saying that I wanted him as a quarterback, but we didn't take him.
So, all right. Thank you very much, Phantom. A minute topic. I still got some questions for you, Phantom. Thank you very much for joining us here. I want to love you said, by the way, between 1930 and 2022, Lions and the Packers have played 187 times, with Green Bay holding the all-time series head-to-head. 105 to I think 105 wins, 75 draws, and 7 losers.
It'd be the other way.
The Lions and the Packers, the Lions and the Packers are a very serious rivalry.
Hold on, Phantom. I'll come back to you, Phantom. Okay. Packers have also won the two postseasons games in the series. So thank you very much. I want to love you for sharing this
Yeah.
information with us. Good on Mustafa, big up to you. It's a big up to Phantom. So Phantom, all right, finish
Yes.
what you're saying. Finish your football so we can get to
Oh, okay.
soccer. Finish
Yeah.
football.
Okay. So yeah. But I'm really impressed, Stephen, that you know so much about the NFL, because very few people in England know as much about the NFL as you do.
It's actually bigger than you would think, you know. It's actually
Yeah,
quite
well,
big.
I mean, it's like Americans are starting to like soccer now. I mean, if you asked me 10 years ago, who was Man United's greatest manager, I'd be like, I have no idea, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of good that we're doing this cross-cultural thing. Why did you pick the Patriots? Is it because they won 7 Super Bowls or
No, well,
6
Maybe.
Super Bowls?
no, not at
Maybe.
all. I was
Maybe.
literally bored one night, and because my sleep pattern's been messed up for so many years, I saw a Super Bowl was on. I was like, "Oh, let me see what this is about." I've never watched it. I didn't know what it was, and I started watching it. I was like, "This actually looks really fun. Like, genuinely fun."
Yeah.
And then I just decided, like, because this was before the game even started, this was like in the build-up. I was like, you know what, whoever wins, I'll just support them. And as the years went on, the first couple of years I wasn't really watching it like that. It was mainly Super Bowl. But then come like 3 years after I got into it, I was starting to watch like every game pretty much. Or even if it weren't the Patriots, just because then it helps me learn it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, I love watching football, but it's the only thing that takes away is the time. Is the time you have to watch. When I wake up in the morning, there's so many EPL games to watch. Then I have to spend 4 hours watching one game and one NFL game. By the time I'm done, it's like I've hijacked the whole TV in the living room. It's all me. And yeah. Because I watch Chelsea for 2 hours. Then after that, within an hour or half an hour, another game starts, which is a big game. Maybe United playing Liverpool or United playing Arsenal. Then right after I'm done, it gets around 3 p.m. over here. Then Super Bowl is about. The NFL is about to start. Then either I'm watching college football, which is we have a big rivalry teams over here. Either the Wolverines, Michigan State, or Michigan State University,
and the Buckeyes.
No, the Wolverines, and then
the Wolverines and the Buckeyes, right? The Ohio State versus Michigan is a much bigger rivalry than Michigan versus Michigan State.
No.
Wolverines and Spartans is minor compared to people kill each other over. If you cross Alexis Road in Toledo with like
Phantom, if the Wolverines are playing Michigan State, it's a hell of a game.
It's a smaller rivalry. I lived in Toledo, Ohio for a year. I lived in your neighborhood. You live up in the Detroit area?
No, I live in Detroit area.
I used to go up to Detroit all the time. Warren, Michigan, there was a Comic-Con there. I went there.
If Michigan State are playing Ohio State, it's different. That's state to state. But I'm talking about in state. You're talking about two cities. These two teams who are on top of whatever goes on here in the college football, which is Wolverines. Because Wolverines, I remember in 2013, the Wolverines made it to the I think is it ACC? What they call it? The basketball final.
Oh no, I have no idea about basketball. I don't really watch that.
Final. Yeah, the Wolverines made it to there, and it was all between the Michigan State University basketball team and then Michigan basketball team.
In terms of football, though, the Ohio State people call you the team up north. They won't even say your name. They call you the team up north. And that is one of the biggest rivalries in college football is Ohio State versus Michigan.
But which of the Michigan? We have Michigan State and then Michigan Wolverines.
No, the Wolverines.
The yellow or the green one.
The Wolverines versus the Buckeyes is one of probably the biggest college football rivalry. I can't think of a bigger one. I really can't think of a bigger one. Of course you do. Of course you do. But I lived in Ohio, so
Brady went to.
Yes, he was a backup quarterback for the Wolverines. Hey, Stephen, did you know that your guy Brady was the 199th pick in the 6th round. That means
Bro, of
any
course I knew
team
this.
could have had him, huh?
Of course I knew this.
Oh, okay, that's good because he was basically very slow at the combines. No one thought he was
Yeah.
ever going to be more than just a
Literally,
backup quarterback.
there's documentaries where they get people and they said we had like 199 players. He was the 199th player in the combine history or whatever.
Yes,
Like,
and 6 other quarterbacks were picked ahead of him that year.
and he can list
So
them
that
off
means
as well.
anybody
He
could have
literally
had
can
him.
list off
Yeah.
every quarterback taken in
All
that
right,
draft.
Yeah,
all
no,
right, guys.
He's without a doubt the greatest quarterback in history. That's hands down. I mean, that's just everybody knows that. You can't deny it.
We're confusing our listeners. Let's drop the football a little bit. We're confusing our listeners.
Okay.
All right, I want to love you. Said when I was younger, I loved the Lions so much. I even bought one of their big is it pullover coats. Yes, I remember that. Coat, which was such a big deal back in the day. Absolutely. So Phantom of Many topic, there was a return of the return of the legends. We saw big name players who have played for Chelsea in the past.
I don't watch the international stuff, and I don't watch
it wasn't international. Phantom, it wasn't international.
No, I know, but the thing where you have all the has-beens, 50, 60-year-old players come in and play. All the seniors that played a generation ago. That's it's kind of like a Hall of Fame game when you're talking about that.
Let me tell you the main idea behind that game. It was the memory. It was to get the memory of Gianluca Vialli, who used to be Vialli, who used to be a coach at that time and also a player manager, if you can remember. And he died,
I don't remember.
About a couple months ago. Maybe getting to a year now. He died.
I started watching international soccer in like 2017, 2018.
All right, that's okay. I'll tell you, Gianluca Vialli is international, Italian international. Also, he played for Chelsea. He spent a lot of time at England. Played as a player and also managed the Chelsea Football Club and won trophy. I think he won the FA Cup for Chelsea, if I can remember. He won the FA Cup for Chelsea. So they played the game in his memory and also raised some funds to go to charity and also help his family out for what he did for Chelsea, if I can. My mic can set me right. So that's just by the way. And also, what are we going to talk about here? So that's Phantom. Phantom doesn't have much comments. On that,
I have. You want me to talk about Bayern Munich? What's his name? Harry Kane says that he's under a lot more pressure at Bayern than he ever was at the Spurs. They won 2 games, but then people are always criticizing Bayern for not doing this or that right, even though they won the 2 games that they played recently. And so,
but what does Harry Kane? What should Harry Kane expect? You're playing for arguably one of the best.
You're not playing for Spurs anymore, mate.
You're not playing for Spurs anymore.
Yeah. Well, they're the best team in Germany, hands down, right? They're just like the Paris Saint-Germain, except it's in Germany, right? The Bayern Munich is without a doubt.
They got very lucky last year.
Yeah, with the Dortmund thing. Yeah.
Harry Kane will be always scrutinized in every move he makes at Germany. Even if Harry Kane have moved from Tottenham Hotspur to Chelsea, he will go through lots of pressure because whatever Chelsea has going on is way bigger than Tottenham Hotspur. There's a lot of pressure there because they've won trophy so many times. So Harry Kane coming to Chelsea is come to beef up the team to win trophy. He's not there to be playing around. So the pressure is going to be on him more than any other club that he's ever played. And he hasn't played in many clubs, just Tottenham Hotspur to Bayern Munich. He has played in Tottenham for so many years. So that's Germany a new thing for him.
Germany has an FA Cup called the Pokal, right? Or Pokal?
DFB Pokal.
PFB Pokal.
Yeah. Okay. So they're expected to win that, and they're expected to win the top finish in the Bundesliga every single year. It's kind of like PSG, right? If they don't, then it's a failing year. If they do win it, it's no big deal, So it's for Harry Kane, it's going to be a whole new situation. Tell me the story. I don't know if you guys know the story about Harry Kane going to Bayern Munich, but then Daniel Levy threw in like a last-minute curveball on the situation. Do you know anything about that or no?
No, I haven't heard much about that.
Like in the 11th hour before the trade, Daniel Levy threw on like a last-minute condition or something. You guys didn't hear anything about that? And Harry Kane was kind of like upset about it. No?
No, not really.
Okay, well, never mind then. So when do we play again, and who do we play against next time? I mean, we as in Chelsea.
Bournemouth on the weekend.
We're playing Bournemouth this weekend.
Oh, we're playing Bournemouth. Is it away or at home or at Stamford Bridge?
Away. It will be a
that's good
game.
because I think we have a better chance of winning when we're away.
We have more better chance of winning because it is a game suitable for us. Do you know why it is suitable for us?
Because they're not a low blocking team. They're kind of like high blocking and attacking, kind of like the Leeds United sort of attack. It's just attack, and that's the kind of team. Our problem is playing those park the bus kind of teams that sit way back. Yeah, so I don't know. I still kind of want Jose back, but you guys don't seem to want that. So
no, Jose belongs to the past.
I do think he's a genuinely. Good coach. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if it doesn't work out with Poch, I genuinely believe it will. If it doesn't work out with Poch, I think we get that inevitable Jose 3.0. I genuinely believe that.
Yes, and then it will be glorious. You know, if I'm on loan and they announce that Jose is coming back, it doesn't matter where I'm on loan with. I instantly get pulled back to Chelsea. You know, retract the loan, bring back the Phantom to Stamford Bridge. I'm going to be loyal to
his house down the road from the bridge. Do you know that?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
He said he basically said he's always got to keep that house. Like it always basically be his team in the sense that like he'll always love Chelsea and stuff like that. Basically,
I think that you know what, it's a new ownership, so I'm even thinking like maybe we can get Antonio Conte if you don't want Jose Mourinho, because no, you don't want him either. Well,
give me
I mean,
Jose
because,
over Conte, man. Imagine this, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen like this, right? I'll be quick because I know we got to end soon because we've already gone over time. But imagine this, right?
Okay.
Poch develops the talent, right? And then for whatever reason, it ends up not working as planned. He gets sacked. Jose comes in.
Yeah.
Jose gets the one thing he hasn't won at Chelsea, the Champions League.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
He's looking for.
Oh,
and the story.
Yeah, I think we have some good counter-attacking players. I mean, you know, I'm not sold on this possession-based thing where, you know, we always have to hog the ball and then do this like Maurizio Sarri pass between the, you know, fullbacks and the center backs and the midfield, and then they pass it in the back.
That was mostly a Sarri thing. We do try to play it more forward when we're playing under Poch.
Yeah. And also, when we were children, the goalie would take the ball and just smack it as far as he could down the field, and then see if your forwards can chase the ball in, you know, for a counter-attacking kind of goal. Why do we have to play out the back all the time?
We've done it a few times.
You know, and Kepa has a really good leg for that. Kepa had a better leg for that than Mendy. Kepa could kick the ball much farther than Mendy could. Did you notice that?
No, Kepa distribution is way better than Mendy, which is spot on. But in terms of set pieces, Kepa is always coming short because of his height. That's
right.
Yeah, when you see lots of the balls, Kepa like to stop the ball with his left hand. So imagine the ball is going on the right hand side. Kepa like to stop the ball with
a couple inches.
So when he's a left-handed. So when he's moving on the right hand side where the ball is going, his left hand cannot get there. He's missing almost about a couple inches. So he cannot save the ball because his right hand is not doing the job for him. He won't use his left hand. In so doing, look at the goal that we conceded from is it Oliver's Cape or whatever they call him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that goal shouldn't go in the back of the net. He shouldn't.
Okay, but if you take off Kepa's price tag, he is still the starting goalie. And if he went to Fulham, he beats out Rodek and Leno, right? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Those goalkeepers are not really ranked in the world of goalkeeping.
No, but what I'm saying is, no. I'm just saying it's because of Kepa's high price goal tag. He's not that bad. People make him sound to be like he's the worst goalkeeper in the world.
Kepa?
No, he's above average.
Kepa.
Yeah, Kepa is probably, there's 20 teams in the Premier League, right? Wouldn't you say he's at least in the top 12?
No, not 12. Kepa is among the top 5 best goalkeepers.
Okay, top 5. Okay, good.
Top 5.
Yeah,
I'll give it 5.
Okay. So I mean, there's people like Rodek and there's people like Leno out there who are, playing for Fulham that he's better than. So I mean, so it's not out of the question, right? That if it wasn't for, I feel bad because Kepa's not responsible for his transfer fee. Right?
No, he wasn't responsible for his transfer. It was a negotiation between Chelsea and his managers. We agreed on that fee, and we brought him. And look, sometimes we do criticize clubs and players for transfer dealings, but we don't have to. Look, we have to remember these players were playing very well in their league before maybe Chelsea or United or Arsenal or Liverpool goes in and buy these players. So based on what their wealth at that moment in time when they are on top form, we have to remember we're bringing these players from one environment to another environment to acclimatize, to understand a different culture, understand new players trying to play football. It's not that easy. All these things takes time. Just like I was talking about these young players at Chelsea.
Modric.
It will take time for them to gel. But when they gel, it's going to be very, very difficult for people to stop these Chelsea players, Chelsea team from winning. It will take time. Go ahead, Phantom.
Okay. Sorry for hogging the airwaves, Stephen. I'm just thinking like in NFL, I don't go on loan. If the Dallas Cowboys aren't doing well, I'm just not watching NFL. But in the Premier League, I can go on loan. I can go on loan to Fulham. I can go on loan. I'm still a Chelsea fan. That's my home base, right? But I get loaned out if Chelsea's not doing well.
Okay, Phantom, that's just by the way. Thank you, Phantom. Thank you very much for coming on and sharing your view with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Phantom. Thank you very much. Big up to you, Metal Face Doom. I hope you're doing very well, my brother. And big up to everyone that have been on the show. We are getting close to hop up. We're done with the show. We always like to stay within an hour range, but sometimes the topic gets so interesting and then we get carried away. So in other words, a glory hunter. Not sure. It's
on about Phantom.
Oh, Phantom. Okay.
Because Phantom said about trophy hunting.
Oh, that he's gonna go on loan to other keep. I get it. Metal Phase Doom, my brother. I hope you're doing very well. I thank you very much for being here. I123. Gulam Mustafa. Then who else? Phantom as usual. Then Melissa from Facebook, Johnny Mary also from Facebook. Then we have Kimo. I didn't see him. I didn't see his comment. So where are you from? Oh, okay. Sorry, my friend. From the state. Kimo, if you're watching, that's I didn't see your comments earlier on, but yeah. I'm streaming live from the States. What else we have here? So in other words. All right, I've read that one. Stephen, anything you want to say in regards to any of the comments, any comment or any of the news that we did talk about? Topics?
No, not really. No.
All right, tough. Better Face Doom said that litness is always greatness. Is greatness. Big up to chat and panel. Big up to you, huh, Stephen?
Sometimes you're too late. Sometimes
but this is the Meta Face. Let me tell you, this is look at me. Let me bring my camera so close so you can see me. Single Meta Face. Lateness is greatness, but this is way above the lateness. This is too late for you, Metal Face. All right, Metal Face, did you go to the Legend game? Steven is asking. No, Steven couldn't go to the Legend game. Steven, explain why.
Nah, I didn't in the end. I was considering it, but in the
Yeah.
end I didn't. But I might go to the first Women's Super League game of the season against Tottenham at Stamford Bridge instead, which is the beginning of next month. So I might go to that instead.
All right, your pardon. We pardon you too. A Metal Face. It's okay. Accepted. Apologize. Apology accepted from me. Next time, be on time, Metal Face. I love you, brother. I love you. All right, guys. This is where we draw the curtains on Blue Clouds, the Media Sports Show today, guys. We'll be back. We're working on something very, very intriguing. I know you guys will like it. We're working something very nice behind the scenes. So it'll take time for it to develop and come together. But once it's spot on, you guys will love it. A lot of things going on. And I really thank each and everyone that have been part. Even if I'm here on this stream and 10 people, 5 people, I'm still gonna go ahead and carry on with the news and also engage and with my subscribers. Miss out on a great match, Steven. Who knows?
Oh no, I
when we
watched
will
it. I
next
just wasn't
see-
there in person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when we see the 4-0. Okay. I mean, Steven watched the game on through pay-per-view through the website, but I couldn't watch it at all because I can't be bothered. Sometimes pay-per-view doesn't help at all. I wish to be there live to watch it myself. But then everything will
Bro,
time again.
they were meant to play 30 minutes each half, yeah? The first half they played 30 minutes, the second half they played 40 or 50 minutes.
Okay. So, I mean, because of their health, right? They're trying to control it. They didn't go until 45.
Yeah. There'll be reasons. But, yeah, they ended up doing more in the
players
second
like Zola. You don't expect Zola to go entire 45.
No, Zola was on the pitch for like 5 minutes and it's just, he didn't get an assist in the end, but he nearly did. It led to a goal though, so. But Zola, even now, like, oh my days, absolutely incredible. I never got to see him when I was younger, but obviously you see these videos of all these greats. It's like, wow, like muscle memory. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, lucky for me, I get the chance to see some of these players during preseason, so that is why I don't stress so much. I don't stress myself so much. A lot of time, I saw Gary Cahill. Like I said, I saw Gary Cahill.
Mm-hmm.
So during the preseason, some of them travel with the team. Last year, I saw Di Matteo. Yeah. Last year, I saw Di Matteo with my naked eye. So that's why I didn't stress myself so much. I saw the one I'm looking forward to see and have a short conversation with will be Frank Leboeuf. I love that guy so much, but I can't wait to see him. Closer, very, very close. Frank Leboeuf. So, guys, this is where we draw the curtains. Thank each and everyone that are coming in. Some of you are late on YouTube, but then, guys, Metal Face Doom, guys, not forget to put a like on the video. Let's see where we can finish the like. Where we are, we are 10. So we are on 10 likes. I was hoping to get about 15, but I don't know if we can do it. But guys, if you're just hopping up on the channel and looking at us at this moment, although we're done with the streaming, please do me a favor, put a like on the video. That's how you can show your love to your brother over here. And I'll see you guys again, same time, 3 p.m. UK time. I'm sure probably the same time, 3 p.m. African time, whatever time it is, about the same time. So just figure it out. 1 hour. We've been streaming for 1 hour, 90 minutes. So an hour ago on your time, we'll be live again tomorrow. Lay the Esperantos, like I say, hang on to hope, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.